Train Lover 1974 presents Old Slow Coach's Retirement. One day on the island of Sodor along Edward's branch line, Old Slow Coach was helping out with Edward on the passenger services. But Old Slow Coach had been noticing something for the past couple of days. She'd been noticing she became more and more tired throughout each journey, and felt her axles ache. Edward had also noticed this and grew concerned. Old Slow Coach, are you doing okay? Yes I am. Just a bit tired. Alright then, just let me know when you need a rest, then I'll let you have it. Alright, Edward. The guard's whistle blew, and Edward puffed away. But what they neither of them didn't notice was that near her front bogie, a big crack. Something was about to give. As they puffed along the line, that's when... Ow! Is something wrong? My axles have given out. Edward immediately brought the train to a halt. And indeed, when the guard inspected it, one of her axles had given way. We'll have to call for help, said Edward's driver. Alright then. Edward's driver and fireman walked back to the station to call for help. Old Slow Coach felt bad. Soon, the breakdown train scene came. And who was pushing it? Well, Oliver. He was going to take Old Slow Coach to the works. How are you feeling, Old Slow Coach? Tired. Well, don't worry, Old Slow Coach. We'll get you to the works and you'll feel much better. And don't worry, Edward. My friend Duck is bringing you another coach. Thank you, Oliver. Soon after a little bit, Old Slow Coach was loaded on top of the flatbed. Don't worry, Old Slow Coach. Like I said before, they'll get you right fixed up at the works. Soon, Duck came along with another coach. Here you go, Edward. Here's your other coach. Thank you, Duck. Now I have to continue or else I'll be late. Take care, Old Slow Coach. As Edward chuffed away. I will. Anyway, Oliver, I'll see you back on the Little Western. Alright, Duck. Alright, Old Slow Coach, let's get you to the works. Soon, at the works, Old Slow Coach was being inspected by some workmen. Yep, indeed, one of your axles is given out. That should come from old age. Old age? Yeah, well, you were built a long time ago. This would mean is that you're occasional to wearing out in some places, including some parts giving way. But hey, that happens. We'll give you some maintenance, and then you'll feel good as new. Don't you worry. That's when on the hour gauge line. Sir Handel pulled in. One of his cylinders was leaking. Again, Sir Handel? Don't blame me. Blame the stupid parts. And blame those stupid slate trucks. I'll get the other workmen to come take a look at you. As Sir Handel weighed there, he noticed how sad Old Slow Coach looked. What's the matter, Old Slow Coach? You don't seem in your brightful mood today as you are. I'm just tired, that's all. Just doing all this rushing about with passengers and goods, it's just making me tired. Sounds like you're ready for retirement. Retirement? You mean like scrap? No, nothing like scrap, no. I'm talking about maybe like retirement, like display, or like a tourist attraction. Or maybe only take it out on special occasions. I mean, that's what happened to a lot of our engines along our old line on the Mid-Sodor. Really? Yeah, from what I heard, like Albert, Crimson, including many other engines were sent away, to museums and all that. It's just because most of them were just too old to continue with service. After the mid-Soto closed, they continued for a few more years, before eventually needing retirement because of the age. Plus, another thing with diesels coming along, there was no really need for steam locomotives. Still don't trust some of those oil cans. I beg your pardon? That's when Daisy pulled in. She was gonna get her springs checked out. I didn't mean no offense, Daisy. It's just, watch it when you're calling us. Watch it when you're talking to diesels like that. Yes, ma'am. So, old slow coach, is that it? Yes. You must be Daisy. I've heard a bit about you. And I've heard a bit about you. Thomas and Percy rescued you from scrap. Then you were used as a workman's hut when their hut burned down all those years ago. Yes. Then you were used as a normal coach, and you were on Edward's branch line for a little while. Yeah, until today, one of my axles gave way. And what was Sir Handel talking to you about? I was telling her that maybe it should be time for her to retire. You know, that wouldn't really be a bad idea. Really? Yeah, you could be used as like a special occasion coach. Or, I don't know, like a tourist attraction. Or simply be taken out on special occasions, like maybe holidays or like special days of the year. You know, like a special occasions coach. You know, that wouldn't really be a bad idea. But it's your choice, after all. I was only just suggesting that to you. I thought that's what you meant. Alright, Daisy, I know you and me don't really get along that well, but you don't need to rub it in. You shut up. No, you shut up. Alright, that's enough arguing. Oliver then pulled in. If old slow coach wants to retire, that's her decision. It's not our decision. Or Sir Topham Hatt's. It's her decision. I know that, Oliver. Alright. Anyway, I have to go. See you later, old slow coach. See you, Oliver. Soon later, Sir Handel was soon repaired and then left. Then Daisy's windows were soon replaced, including her springs were checked, and she left. But old slow coach could not stop thinking about retirement. She would find it nice if she wouldn't have to work all the time, including be taken out on special occasions. But she would miss a lot working as normal. He knew who she had to talk to. Someone just as old as her. So one day, as Oliver pulled into the works to check on her, she asked him to see if he can get a hold of Edward. Oliver agreed and went to go find Edward. Soon, later on, Edward soon came. Hello, it's slow coach. Hey, Edward. I heard you need to talk to me about something. Yes, Edward. Do you think I should retire? Why would you say that? I've just been thinking about it recently, is that I am getting old, and I don't really think I'll be able to continue normal service. I mean, as you can, because you're strong, and plus you're an engine, but I am an old coach, after all. I was probably built way before your time. If you want to know what time I was built in 1891, I think. I need to ask my Sir Topham Hatt. I forgot what year I was built. But I'm afraid I cannot tell you that, old slow coach. I'm afraid that's your choice, not mine. I cannot decide if you want to retire or not. But, like I said, it's your choice. Edward puffed away. Old slow coach thought about it through the night, thinking about what it'd be like to retire. Soon, the next day, Sir Tom Hack came to visit her. So, old slow coach, how are you feeling? I'm feeling much better today, sir. Good. Edward said you wanted me to talk to you about something. What? Edward said you had a talk with him last night about retirement. And I need to ask, is that what you want? Yes, sir. I'm sorry for asking this, but can you maybe tell me why you want to retire? Well, it's just when my axle gave way, I just started realizing how old I'm getting. And if I continue like this, I might fall apart. So, I would like to request that if I am retired, sir, it may be put on display somewhere like at Wellsworth, or be taken on special occasions. I can arrange that. It is your choice, and if that was what you want, then I will allow you to retire. Oh, thank you, sir. The next day, Edward came to pick up Old Slowcoach. After her repairs were done, he picked her up and took her to Wellsworth. That's when Old Slowcoach noticed there were some rails, including a sign. Sir Tom Hatt was on the platform. Some people were there, too. Plus with Duck and Oliver on the other track. Engines and coaches, including people. Old Slowcoach has been with us for a long time, ever since Thomas and Percy rescued him from scrap. That's when... Beep, 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 beep. It was Thomas and Percy. Sorry we were late, sir. A cow was stranded on the line, and we had to wait for the farmer to take her away. I feel like you've used that line before, but... Okay, let's get back to the point. Ever since Thomas and Percy rescued Old Slowcoach from scrap, she has been a really useful coach. She's helped with workmen ever since their hut was burned down all those years ago. She's helped out with passenger services on the Little Western and Edwards branch line. But recently today, she has announced that she has wanted to retire from normal service. And I will let her retire. She's decided where she wants to stay will be here, so we've built a special platform for her. An Old Slowcoach, and if you ever do want to come out of retirement, I will definitely agree with you. But if retirement is what you want, then it shall be yours. Thank you, sir. And I wanted to specially thank Edward, Thomas, Percy, Duck, and Oliver. You have all done so much for me, especially Thomas and Percy, who rescued me from scrap. Oh, it was nothing. Yeah, we couldn't just let you be scrapped in that scrap yard. Or else where would the workmen sleep? Ha! That wasn't really funny, Percy. Shut up, Thomas. And I also wanted to thank Duck and Oliver being such good friends when I worked on the Little Western. Oh, it was nothing, Old Slowcoach. Yeah, it was nothing. And plus, if we treated you badly, that wouldn't be the Great Western Way. We get it, Duck. You like falling into your Great Western Way. We get it. Wow, thanks for ruining my moment there, Oliver. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Victor Tanzik. Wait, Victor Tanzik doesn't even voice in this series. We don't even use voice. Shh, don't break the fourth wall, Duck. Fine. Just get out of here. Fine. Okay, that was a little weird. Yeah, but I also wanted to thank Edward for being such a good friend and helping me out through this retirement. Oh, it was nothing. Soon, a couple of hours later, Old Slowcoach was put on display. The engines gave one final whistle for her as they left her home. Now Old Slowcoach sits in Wellsworth. She's cleaned, polished, and given maintenance. Even though if Old Slowcoach is no longer a, normal, working coach like she was, she is happy, though she is retired. She had a good, long working life. But it was now time for her to, retire, basically. And that is practically it. Edward still talks with Old Slow Coach whenever he gets the time. Usually he talks to her when he's on his usual passenger runs. Boko also talks with her, as Boko carries his heavy goods along the branch line. Hello, Mrs. Old Slow Coach. Hello, Toad. Old Slow Coach is happy where she is, and she's happy she has good friends to share with. And that's what makes Sodor a really useful railway.